So, I've been abandoned again by Keen and Miller, so just me for this team builder again. Keen will be here for the battle though, against week 9. It's not gonna against week 9. It's going to be week 9 against Team Jahaja, and I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. So, they stole our Sand Core from last season. They also upgraded their Tyranitar to Mega Tyranitar, which just happens to be an A tier, even though we weren't allowed it last season. And it should have been an S pick because we're salty. So, but there we go. They've got the Sand team, but we think we've got a reasonable counter to it. Our Azumarill did so well last week that we're going to try and do the same thing again. People need to start respecting the belly drum. Maybe they will now that they saw what the belly drum could do. But Azumarill is only what, 2 KOs behind Zygarde, because I was saying last week. That we had matched Zygarde from last season. We'd actually matched Magina instead. So we're still two behind Zygarde from last season. So Azumarill was pretty close, and Belly Drum is the best way for it to get KOs. So we're gonna try that, and we're gonna pair it with the Mega Sceptile, which is actually its final week, and then we're going to be trading it. I'm making our final free agency trade, but you'll have to watch the battle to find out what we traded Mega Sceptile for. But this is what, the second. Yeah, you only would have brought it to 2 matches, which is quite funny considering we based our entire draft originally around Coco, Water-type, Sceptile. So it's quite funny that it didn't come to much. Shout outs to Discharge Spam, the team, Harvey. But yeah, like Sceptile provides some really nice coverage against what would threaten the Azumarill. Like we got the Dragon Pulse to hit the Charizards, so it can stop the Thunder Punches, although Lightning Rod's going to stop the Thunder Punches as well. They let Electabuzz, then they wouldn't be able to touch the Azumarill, but if they can, say they got Discharge, then they're powering up our Sceptile instead. So, and Discharge actually doesn't do too much to Azumarill anyway, at least if it's a supportive Electabuzz. It could be like a Sash Electabuzz with max special attack or something, but unlikely. But Energy Ball's going to hit the Sand stuff. We've got Hidden Power Poison so that we can hit the Tapu Bulu, which would be the main counter to Azumarill. And it's quite funny because if you don't look at Azumarill, look how bad Tapu Bulu looks against the other 5 we're bringing. But they have to bring Tapu Bulu because it's the best way through Azumarill. So we got so much anti-Bulu. We're not even bringing our Coco. Like they should probably bring their Bulu just to counter our terrain as well. But Coco is so bad here that it's definitely not coming. It's going to be a bluff though. If it's not coming to a match, it will definitely be a bluff as well. But this time we're going to be leaving Zoroark. We're not even going to be bluffing the Zoroark because it's not actually that good here. Raichu is a much better bluff because it has the faster fake out than the Hitmontop. And potential Follow Me as well, although we got the Follow Me with Magmortar instead, which is going to be holding an Air Balloon. Now, it had a Shucker Berry because we were supposed to be battling a week before, but then the day we were supposed to battle, we couldn't, and then both Alex and Lee were in the special event in France, so like I can't remember what any of the EV spreads do because I built them a week ago, but I do remember that Magmortar, even with the Shucker Berry and Bold Max, only had a 75% chance of surviving a Groundium from Excadrill. Now, I haven't run this through Keen or Miller, but I've swapped the Shucker Berry to an Air Balloon, so don't tell anyone, because that changes the 75% chance to survive into a 100% chance to survive. And if we've taken Chip with Magmortar anyway, then the Groundium's going to kill us regardless, even without the Shucker Berry. So this gives us another ground switch into the Excadrill, because we only had our Staraptor on the other side as well. So it's nice to have a ground immunity on both sides. So like I think the Air Balloon makes a lot of sense. Maybe the others disagree, but too late now, they're not here. So we got Taunt as well for the first time on Magmortar. Like, it's normally Follow Me and Helping Hand because that's such a good combination. But Taunt for something like a late game Reuniqueless. So because if they do KO our Azumarill and then get the late game Trick Room, then that's really bad. Because we have Whirlwind on our Staraptor as well. We got the Fight Z because their team is reasonably fighting weak. And pretty much everything that would resist the fighting, Brave Bird covers really well. And like we pretty much always have Brave Bird close combat, and then filler for Staraptor. Do need Intimidate because they are so physical. It's like Reckless would be nice to get, like, I think it's like a guarantee KO on Bulu where it's not without. But again, Bulu isn't really that much of a threat against the rest of the team, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Whirlwind again for, like, maybe not the latest game Trick Room, because if they've only got Reuniqueless on that side left, then we can't Whirlwind it, but we could have Tailwind, so that other things can outspeed the Excadrill in the sand, but Whirlwind is what we're going with instead. And apparently Staraptor does learn Detect, so if we do need to, there is the option of the Z Detect to potentially bail us out with that evasion boost. So that's quite nice. The Glade has got a very good coverage against their team. I believe from last week's calculations that a Rock Tomb into a close combat against a Mega Evolved Charizard will KO. Even if they Dragon Dance, will still outspeed after the Rock Tomb and then be able to KO with a close combat. And if they don't Mega Evolve, then they're just blown back because they're 4 times weak to Rock Tomb. And then Poison Jab again is just the coverage against the Fairies. Like the Slurpuff is probably a bigger concern than the Bulu. But if we both go with Belly Drum first turn, we'll out-prioritize them, because even though they'll get their Unburdened speed, we'll have our Aqua Jet priority to be able to get... I guess maybe a Quick Guard Hitmontop, that could be quite cool. But, actually Quick Guard Hitmontop would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? But we'll have to deal with that when we get into the match. And we are bringing our Durant for the first time, immediately coming off the bench after swapping our Marowak for it. And you may think it's quite weird that we don't have Iron Head, but like I was saying, like, we do have amazing amazing matchup against the Bulu, so we don't need to be able to OHKO Durant, because maybe I think a Hidden Power Fire actually did KO the Durant. Like, expecting Assault Vest Bulu with Hidden Power Fire, and it did still KO Durant. Like, its special defense is just a little bit better than Kartana, but still not good enough. But we've got the Rockium, so that we can have a guaranteed OHKO on that Charizard, and then everything else gets loads of OHKOs if we're not intimidated. It's really nice. Like, Superpower can get the Excadrill and Tyranitar. X-Scissor can get the Reuniqueless. We do have to deal with the Hustle. I wish we didn't have to deal with the Hustle, but the Hustle is necessary for KOs. We do have that one guaranteed hit. Like, Stone Edge is 64% accurate, I want to say, with the Hustle. So we do have that guaranteed 100% hit if we need with the Rockium. I think if we get the Belly Drum off safely with Azumarill, we'll have a very good time. But as VGC players, they surely know what Azumarill can do. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to pull off the Azumarill sweep, or even, like, any Belly Drum, but we're going to try anyway. Because the Sceptile does have very good... Like, even though it's not a support Pokemon, it's just pure offense / Lightning Rod as well. Like, it does cover so much that would be able to deal with the Azumarill. So, Sceptile probably, hopefully, is enough support to get the Azumarill ready. And if not, we still got some strong stuff with Staraptor and Gallade in the back. So, hopefully, the other Jamie's approved of my Air Balloon change from Magmortar. I think it makes sense. Watch us lose because we weren't Shuckle Berry, because we took, like, Fake Out Chip, or not, like, it was like Feint Hitmontop into Groundium Excadrill, even though I'm pretty sure we'd still be KO'd to that. Maybe we'd have the 6% chance we'd live, but I think it's a reasonable change. I think the matchup's pretty good. Like, Coco was terrible here, like, so bad. And then that means that Raichu is just not worth. Excelgor could have been a nice bluff. Zoroark is always a nice bluff, but it's not good enough against their team to justify being a bluff. Because, like, a lot of the times, I think it was, against Ray Drive, they said that they would prefer if we didn't bring the Zoroark, because the other... Well, obviously we didn't bring the Zoroark, because the other 3 were so much better against their team. But it is nice having the bluff, but if we're just always having it as a bluff, then it's not actually a bluff, because we're just not bringing it. So it's better to have an actual bluff here. Like, Raichu is reasonable enough because of the Fake Out. Coco, because we can get rid of their terrain, although Bulu isn't that much of an issue. But, yeah, so sorry this is going out a week late, but the France special event got in the way of this. So, battle will be going up on Miller's channel. Should be going up, like, it's still a week late, so, like, week 10 will also be pushed back as well. So, the week 9 battle will be going up when the week 10 battle should have been going up, but it'll be over on Miller's channel, and hopefully we can win this one, because if we do win, we are absolutely guaranteed playoffs, and Because we're slightly late as well, we have seen spoilers coming up if you haven't seen the rest of the battles, but they've been online for like a week now. Yeetdown did beat Dreamball, so that they put them down to X3, so we're the only X2 team left in. Obviously, Not School could go down to X2, but at the moment, if we win all like the rest of our 3 games, we are guaranteed that top 2 place straight into the semi-finals. So that's what we're aiming for. So hopefully we can pull off the win here and get the guaranteed playoffs, and then follow through to finish in the top 2. So Battle on Miller's channel. Thanks for watching.